Hi everybody, it's Colin here from Woodthorp International. I hope you had a great Christmas and you got lots of stuff. I got a GBM8 block unit to do my first 8 blocks in Japan, which was very nice, and all the wood and insulation for what I'm going to show you, what I've done in Japan. So that was very nice. And wood is very expensive these days. It's shocking how bad it is. Anyway, I'll show you what I've been up to. Well, that's the framing done. Right up to this end. Tomorrow I'll do the baseboards and start putting the insulation on. Refit that board over there. Okay, so the boards are in. Those wires coming down there are just temporary. That thing hanging down there is temporary because it's from the windmill. But the boards are in right up to here, right up to the end. So I'm just going to cut some insulation to put it on. And then I'm going to put 2 layers of inch on everywhere, and then I can work out where I don't want the full thickness as and when, and then just take it away. And then I might put some Kato track down round just to make a longer run, and then I can start doing the proper track from about there. So I'll go and cut some insulation. Okay, well, the boards are in. The insulation's on, but I've had to have a change of plan. It's now 3 inches thick. Due to the sea. Because there is a line going from Japan, naturally, to the fiddle yard, it's got to go under the sea, as I've explained in the past. That's what I'm going to do. And it has a return. So it goes out somewhere here and then comes back and goes that way. And we'll join on further down. A bit like that lower line there. Can't remember what it was. So it's going to be similar to that. I'm having to do that because I've got to have clearance for the trains to go under the sea, and the sea's got to be lower than the ground. So I decided, see, as the station in the plan was going to be 25 mil higher than this bit of land, I decided that I'd make all of this from here going all the way around, and then it'll go across there at 3 inches thick. And then it'll drop down to 1 inch thick to go underneath those lines to join back onto here, which will then be coming up to get to this ground level. So I decided to put 3 on. Now the bottom inch here and the 2 inch down there is stuck down, but the 1 inch isn't, and this 2 inch isn't, because I'm going to have to cut some bits out, and there's, I might as well just be able to cut it outside once I decide where it's going, or cut it and I can lift it out. If I cut it with the actual insulation saw, you don't get any bits. But otherwise, it's in. Now, what I'm going to do is put a temporary track down and round, just to get trains running in Japan while I have a think about what I'm going to do with the actual proper part of the layout. As in with Code 55, because things are changing all the time as I develop the area. For going up another inch, it means I'm going to lose an inch off the back scene, but it's just going to be the height it is, and that's all there is to it. There's nothing I can do about it. It was either that or not have the sea, but I fancied this little sea area here, and there's going to be a bridge here to take 2 tracks from Europe into the fiddle yard, which will, be nice to build, or come up with bits and build it. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. So at least this area is done, barring cutting strips out and lowering and hiring. Well, we've got some temporary track down, and we had to have Eva do the maiden run round it. Okay, it's not how it's going to be, but we've got some track down running just on Japan. It's not connected to the helix yet. At the moment I'm just having a chill pill, just watching Eva run round. And the beauty of it now, it's a fair length. I can have stuff running in America as well, but at the moment there's nothing running. I've just been temporary wiring things up, and look at all the packers down there just to get it up the slope, because again I haven't done it properly yet, and it's not the proper track. Anyway, I will sit back and enjoy this going round. Well, that's the plasterboard up, just on that right side near the top. It don't fit very well to the mountain, maybe about a good 3/4 of an inch to an inch gap in places, but I'll put some bushes in, and time all trees go in, you won't see it anyway. I've just got to fill it now. I've got a filler knife coming tomorrow. Wanted to get a biggish one, so it'll fill it and hardly need any sanding at all really. With a bit of luck, and then I can give it a coat of paint to seal it. So that's to that stage. Right, that's that bit done. I've wiped it with a cloth. That like sands it if there's just any loose bits off, as you can see. What you don't want though is to rub the paper too much, because it starts to ball up, and you don't want that, because once it starts to ball, you pull a bit, you have to then fill it. So I've now filled that, just waiting for it to dry, and then I can give it a wipe down. So that's then totally ready to speak to the printing people. Well, I hope you see where I'm going with this, and I'd just like to wish everybody who's watched my videos over the last year a big thank you very much. and a happy new year. And I'll look forward to meeting some people at Doncaster Show, and look forward to the year ahead in modelling and watching all your videos as well. So thank you very much for watching. Bye for now. Bye.